Okay, it's time to do the Necrobinder Ascension 1 run, I guess. So, without, saying any unnecessary things, let's get into it. Um, okay, the boss is a ceremonial beast, so that's the one that gets stunned once you deal a certain amount of damage, and then it'll do the debuff on you that makes it so you can only play one card a turn some turns, so we'll want to have, cards, high impact cards maybe that cost a lot of energy maybe. It kind of makes it good on those turns if you draw them that turn. So that might be something to consider. It's the Overgrowth Act, but I guess we're not familiar enough with the enemies to know, what the difference is between Overgrowth and Underdogs in terms of, how to strategize among, between those things. Like what sorts of considerations to look for. Do we take an early elite or do we take a late elite? How many elites can we get? This way we get 2 elites. This way we can get 3 maybe if things go well. I don't know. Do we want to go for more elites or? Let's see what bonuses we get too, right? Okay, so Niall's Fury, we can get a colorless card or 2 relics. And okay, so our deck is the small deck, kind of like the Regent, right? So maybe adding an additional strike and defend isn't as bad as it would be if, considering our deck is starts off small at least. Maybe we try this. Let's see what we get. So we clog up our deck a bit, and we got enemies drop more gold and deal damage at the end of turn to a random enemy if you end with 10 block. So, okay. Not much immediate power, but maybe the gold will add up over the course of the run, hopefully. So, let's see. Hopefully these fights go well. Shrinker Beetle, okay, that's generally not too much of a problem, right? We could probably get out of this without, So we full block, we'll get the 10 damage from parrying shield. We save Osti's health. And, okay, Osti will let us finish that fight without taking any damage, so that's good. Always like to win fights without taking damage. Okay, gain energy. What do we have here for our first card reward? Okay, an energy. When we play a card that costs 2 or more, we gain 3 block. That's probably not good right now. Deal 4 damage, put a card from our discard into our hand. None of these seem particularly strong right now. Maybe we could grab the Unleash with this, maybe, or the Bodyguard. But it only does 4 damage, which is kind of annoying. The Wisp will let us play more cards in a turn. Maybe the other 4, but it takes up a card draw. But maybe we try that. Second card is our Nibbit. So I guess we play somewhat defensively here. Oh, I guess the Wisp helps let us play every card in our turn, so that's always good. It did start to give us value already. And we've got Osti to tank for us, so that's doing his job. So once again, we win the fight without taking any damage, so still off to a good start. Oh, okay, so this looks pretty good, right? Osti can, if he... So I guess it's good if we can raise his health first and then he gets lower later. Or do we take the fear? Maybe we take this. It's an uncommon, so good to have those. So now we can... we kind of... That extra defend doesn't really help us here, but at least we get parrying shield damage. So here we can do our Unleash, right? Oh, we can Bodyguard before the Unleash, make sure we do that. Fuzzy Wormcrawler buffs 7 strength, so it is good that we can kill it this turn so we don't take a big hit. Do we want a 13 damage Ethereal? Okay, so this is kind of good on the Ceremonial Beast maybe for those turns that, where we can only play 1 card maybe. But it's not good on the other turns, right? And then, well, it's okay at the start, right? And this will kind of probably not be good in the later acts. Right now we can't apply any Doom, right? So maybe we just take the Defile right now just to have some early front-loaded damage. Let's try to do that. So now we've got our Cubex construct. Okay, so I guess we just play all our cards. Okay, the Cubex construct, gain 2 strength. So this looks kind of like a sentry from the original Slay the Spire, although it's not doing the same thing that the sentry does, right? But yeah, we'll see how this works. So I guess bodyguard, defend, defile. And then it gains strength every turn, so it's another fight that we don't want to last a very long time, so we don't take a lot of damage. We get the 6 damage repairing shield there. So it's good that we play the defend instead of a strike there. Oh, now it's doing a multi-attack and stops gaining strength. Okay. Well, that's not good. But we're still okay for this turn, right? And then okay, so now we got our defile again, so now we're good. So we're once again able to get out of the fight without taking any damage. We can add a soul. But doesn't do that much damage, but we do get a soul. We get a vulnerable here, so maybe fear is good. Okay, maybe let's take the vulnerable. And then we can upgrade a card. So what card do we want to upgrade? Do we do this? Do we do this? 2 vulnerable duration. So maybe we like the extra vulnerable duration. That might come in handy for an elite fight, right? Let's see. It is Burdanis. It's kind of hard to get out of this fight without taking damage, right? But maybe we use our potion to try to do what we can on this fight, right? Okay, so we do this. Unfortunately, we're not. Ouch. But Asti comes back every turn. So we can play the Fear, Summon, Spur. So Asti is, so do we just, we kind of need to get out of this fight, right? So do we just play the strike while it's vulnerable? Just another Fear, so this will be 12, not 21, 30. Ah, we're 1 damage short. So maybe we rebuff Fear and then double block to get 6 damage from the parrying shield, and hopefully we can get it next turn, right? So we did take quite a bit of damage from the elite fight, but that was kind of to be expected, I guess. It's an elite. We can transform a card into a soul, so that'll thin out our deck and let us draw cards, but the turn we get it doesn't do anything, so it's kind of delayed card draw. What is this upgrade into? Soul Plus, so we can upgrade, draw more cards. This is a rare. We could put 3 cards from our discard to our hand, exhaust. I don't know, let's try this. We can start thinning out our deck and removing strikes or defense, I guess, as the situation warrants. So right now our health is a little bit low. Maybe we take the event instead. Okay, we can enchant a card, so we can increase the block, or we can increase attack damage. What would be better here? Do we just increase the... So right now for the block cards, we only have the defense, right? So maybe we just enchant or unleash, or... But 2 damage might be... 2 block is generally more valuable than 2 damage later in the game, right? But... yeah, we can only put it on defend. Okay, well, we'll just have 1 semi-upgraded defend. I don't know. And we've got a Twig Slime in the Flygonid, so let's... I guess we can get rid of, let's see, the Strike, I guess. This Wisp is not really doing much, and now we have the Lantern, so I guess that's part of it. So, but Asti is surviving at least, for now. Okay, so now, okay, upgraded defend is, we're taking a bunch of damage because we don't have much damage. We can't get the parrying shield bonus Oh, this is not looking good, right? So we're probably not taking this elite fight. Maybe we just go heal after this because we've got another advanced hallway. Or do we take the elite and then just well, we'll see. How much health do we have at the end? So maybe we just, I don't know, just try to. We're a bit low on damage, so we have to get out of this fight. Okay, do we do this? Or we've got unleash. Okay, so we get rid of this. We fear this, and then we unleash. And then we can, okay, we can do that again. So we have 12. So we do have enough damage this turn. Okay, so we took more chip damage. So maybe we still take the elite and hope after the relic, and then hopefully we can just get to the camp and rest after that. Okay, so flatten, we can deal 12 if we've played another Osty attack, so that's our starter deck, right? We don't have any other Osty attacks, so maybe that's not so good right now. Block, gain 11 block next turn, gain energy whenever you apply debuff. Oh, none of these seem very good right now, right? Do we take the delay? Maybe we take the delay, I guess. Well... Or do we take the flatten because it might be good later and it might be good with the unleash? I guess we can try to take the flatten. Hopefully it'll be good later. I mean, hopefully we get more Osty cards. Art of War. Okay, so now we would take the elite at 22 health and hopefully we survive and, you know... Oh, Bygone Effigy. So is that a good or bad thing for us? I'm not really sure. So we can fear... And then, okay, so now we need to play our cards in order of ascending attack, right? Because... So does this benefit from the slow? I'm assuming it does, right? Osty, yeah, it's still an attack, so we do want to do this first, and then this, and then this, right? So that's a good turn. And now we're being hit... Oh no, it buffs first, so this is a pretty slow boss at least. Maybe we get rid of a defend, or we get rid of wisp. Or I guess we get rid of the wisp. Well, this is not going to be good because we're not going to get our starter the same turn, right? Maybe we get rid of that. Okay, so now we just attack because we don't need to defend this turn. Luckily, we still have the vulnerable. Okay, 25 damage. So we do need to not die, right? So wisp and so at least that the soul and then the wisp, they help with our slow, right? So this is taking more damage this turn, but we're not able to actually win this turn. But we can at least do some damage, right? Or do we play another block? Or so what's our... We need to do as much damage, right, as we can to get out of this fight. Ouch. Okay, so once again we... Okay, but this time this turn we do have it. 9 and then 11. Yeah. Okay, so we managed to get out of the fight. Oh, we got a pocket watch. That's good. We really need the rest from the camp now that we're kind of almost dead. Okay, 13 damage to get a lot of card draw. That might be good. Deal 10 damage. Upgrade 2. Okay, that might be good too. Okay, an Osty attack, so that'll be good with our flatten, right? So maybe we take the snap, and then we go to the next. Maybe we go to the camp and we definitely have a much needed rest here. And then do we want to go to the elite, or is that too dangerous? Maybe we need to opt out of these fights and then go to the camp without taking fights, right? To the extent possible. Okay, it's this fighting. Oh no, it's a strangler. So this puts the constrict on us. It hits us for 3 per turn. So let's get rid of the twig slime first. As soon as we can, yeah. And then do we play another defend to get the... I mean, we probably don't want to spend a potion just for a 50-50 chance of killing twig slime this turn, right? Well, let's... Okay, so now, okay, Osty we have... So we can kill this turn, right? We definitely want to do that, and then we just block, I guess. Yeah, we need to... Oh, we're taking the constrict damage. That's unfortunate. Okay, so now we... Oh! we should have made sure what was in our deck before playing that, but okay. So we do this, and then we do this. Oh no, well now we're taking 3, but Asti... Oh no, Asti doesn't soak the Constrict. Okay, so that's good to know for future reference, right? We can get rid of that. Throw this. So we do need to be aware that Asti doesn't soak the Constrict damage, it's only the damage they do from their direct intense attacks, I guess. Delayed energy gain, Asti deals 6. That's also good with the flatten, I guess, but otherwise not so great. But maybe it's good just to have another. Oh, we can apply Doom equal to damage, so maybe we can try that too. All right, let's try that. And then we try to heal before the boss, right? Oh, okay, we can heal and upgrade, or we can enchant a card with Sown. That'll give us energy the first time we play it each turn. Well, maybe we just heal and upgrade a card. Which card do we upgrade? Maybe we do the flatten or the sap? I guess we'll do that. What do we get from the shop? Orrery? Well, is that good in Act 1 when we don't have the chance of getting upgraded cards? It might still be, right? The Scythe. Oh, okay. Perma-scaling card, right? That might be good, especially in Act 1, even though we are late in Act 1. Shared Fate, that's good with Asti attacks, right? It's not good with our direct attacks, so it's a bit of a mixed bag. It would be better if we knew and yeah, so maybe we take the Scythe, and then maybe we do Rattle for Asti attack, or so we are going to have block problems later. Ultimate Strike, 14 damage, so maybe. Well, we like this, right? And then maybe we like this. Do we want to commit more to the Asti route instead of the... This -2 strength to the enemy does seem pretty good, right? So maybe we try to pivot a little bit more into the, doing Asti damage instead of our own damage. So we probably want to take a strike then. Remove a strike, rather. Okay. So now we can rest, and then, we'll have enough health to get past this boss, hopefully. Enemy is going to buff. Okay, so we are getting value from the Rattle if we do our Bodyguard, Unleash, Rattle, yeah. Okay, so the Beast is going to do the thing that makes it get stunned when we reduce its health to 150, right? So now, how much damage do we have? Okay, so Asti might be a goner this turn, right? That's unfortunate. So maybe we just do the damage we can. We can... Maybe we retain the spur, I guess? Okay. Oh, we retain all the cards in our hand. So it's not just one card? So it's all the cards in our hand? Is that a kind of a bug, or... I mean, a tooltip bug, or does... The spur... Oh, spur usually has retained, so it okay. So strike kind of, yeah, got the retain from the card. I see what happened. So we can stun the boss this turn, right? So maybe we just play our perma-scaling card. We can make the enemy lose strength, but we can do that after we do this. I don't even know if we do that this fight, right? Oh no, we can't. It stuns at 150, not 170. Okay, well. So we will need to play an Ostiate. So we probably want to attack with the flatten then, just to get the stun. And then do we want to make the boss a strength lower? I mean, right now we don't really have enough Austy stuff to make this worth it, right? Okay, well, maybe we don't play that for now. Does this boss do multiple attacks in a turn ever? I don't think it does, right? So now should we get rid of a card in our deck? Okay, we can thin out our deck a bit. Get rid of the strike. So now we can... Okay, we want to play the Fear, we want to play the Defile, we want to play the Unleash, right? Fear, Defile. Do we... okay, so the Unleash... Maybe we should have played the Spur and then Unleash, I don't know. Alright, let's do it that way. Let's just get out of this fight as soon as we can. We are still in Ascension 1, so we will be getting a full heal at the beginning of the next act if we can get past the act without dying, right? So now we can only play one card this turn, so I guess that'll be 7 block, or then Austy will die. Yeah, I guess we just do that. So we'll just accept Austy's death again, but he'll come back. So now we want to... Okay, we can play Snap Flatten this turn, right? Body. Okay, so Fear... Yeah, let's just burn down the boss. Okay. So we can retain the bodyguard, I guess. And then we flatten the boss. And then Austy will die, right? So maybe we just defend. Now we're down to 29, we get Austy back. Alright, so now should we thin our outer deck a little bit more, get rid of Strike. And then now we can draw 2 cards. Okay, so now we've got... Okay, we could do this. And then I guess we just play Bodyguard. Oh, I probably should have just Bodyguard Spur on the... Oh no, well we got this turn anyway, so we're good. And then now the Doom kills the boss. So Spirit of Ash, gain 4 block whenever we play an Ethereal card. That's Fear, that is the Defile, right? But this is a power, it takes an energy to get and a card draw to get down. This goes into Doom. Gain an intangible if we exhaust our hand, but we don't have a way of filling our hand right now, right? So, okay, none of these seem particularly good, but maybe we take the Oblivion, or do we just skip? Or do we take the Spirit of Ash? We do have a Seance, I guess, so that's also ethereal. So we're not... I mean, we don't have no ethereal cards, so... We play a card this turn, we add 3 to it. So this can potentially add, if we're playing, let's say, an average of 3 cards a turn, you'll do 9 Doom in the turn we get it, but that's not that much, right? So we either skip or take the Spirit of Ash. Maybe let's take the Spirit of Ash. Let's see, maybe that'll be good. So ethereal cards are a little bit buffed now. All right. Okay, the Scythe will upgrade. Okay, if we upgrade, I don't know if that's worth it. This seems pretty strong, I guess. If we get to a point where we feel like we can have Austy carry the damage. Well, let's see what our bonus is at the start of the act. 2 relaxes, so that'll help our block. We have some... Well, this is not much block for 3, but the next turn we get the energy back and then the card, so it's not that bad. We may sacrifice card rewards to Pale. Every 2 sacrifices, gain a relic. Oh! So instead of skipping cards, we sacrifice cards to Pale and gain relics? That sounds good. Draw a card a turn, that also sounds good. Well, let's try this. Let's gain relics. Oh, do we have to sacrifice the card rewards like before we see them, though? Is that... That's probably the case, right? I doubt you're allowed to see them and only sacrifice them if they're bad. Is that... Oh, let's find out. So, let's see. We don't have much gold, so the shop isn't that big of a deal if we skip that, right? We can get an elite this way, a camp. Elite this way. Well, there's another elite here. So maybe we take this 2 elite path with the camp. We do want to do fights so we can do card rewards for a Pale's Wing, right? So let's go this way, hopefully this way, right? Assuming we're able to take it, and then we can go this way or this way, depending on how we feel. We've got the Tunneler, so we want to, okay. We can play all of our cards, right? We will be losing Osti though, but we're not taking too much chip damage. So now, okay, so we want to retain our rattle, I guess, right? Because now we want to deal damage after the Tunneler gains the block, so we can stun it when we remove the block, right? So we kind of want the damage. Well, this will do 14 if we play this turn, right? But yeah, let's save it. We do want to make sure we get the stun, right? As soon as possible. He starts hitting pretty hard before you get the stun. So right now we play in the theory we gain block, right? So we can thin out our deck and gain block at the same time. How do we want to do this? Do we do it to the shared fate or the defend? Maybe the defend. And then now we can start attacking with Osti. Or do we... we can't scale the scythe, right? 8, 24... Oh no, that is okay. Yeah, that is enough damage to. Okay, yeah, let's do this just to get the perma scaling. Okay, so now we can start playing attacks with Osti, maybe, hopefully. Yeah. So let's see. Do we have any? So this will help us gain block. So. How much damage do we have? 19. So this will do more if we hit Osti first, right? This will... So I guess we... Oh, Osti has this too. So we can unleash Rattle Snap. Is that enough? So this is 10. This is 23, and then this will do 30. 10, 23... 10, 13, so 23 plus 30, 53. So that'll get it down to 13, and then, but that's not quite enough, right? So do we use a potion, or do we just play defensively? Maybe we just play it slowly. Oh, yeah, let's just do this. And then we do this while we can. And then we need to, I guess we just make sure we block, I guess, just to make sure we full block. Or we can do this, will give us some block too. That'll make our chip damage. We'll take 1 more chip damage, but we'll get some damage down. Okay, 1 damage, that's not too bad. Now we should be able to finish the fight shortly, right? So we... Yeah, okay. So we didn't take too much damage. Death's Door. If we apply Doom this turn, we gain... Wow. 2 additions. So we can gain 18 if we played the Blight Strike, but we have no other way of applying Doom, right? Besides the Blight Strike, at least in our deck right now. This looks really strong, though, if we actually had more ways to apply Doom. Rattle. Okay, this is another Rattle Dredge. Okay, so we can do our sacrifice. So we do get to see the cards before we sacrifice them to Pale's Wing. So let's go for more relics, right? Okay, so now we will... Oh, okay, so we play our sort of fake upgraded block here to minimize the... Well, can we get rid of one? Oh no, but it still attacks before the Doom happens, right? So I think no matter what, we are going to have to take some damage. Maybe we should have done it to this one. Yeah, we probably should have done it to that one. Okay, but we got rid of one of them at least. So we killed the 24 health one instead of the one of the higher health ones. Maybe that wasn't good. Alright, so... Ugh. We can full block, we get the 6 damage from parrying shield, I guess. Do we want to shared fate? Because we're mostly attacking with Asti, right? So maybe we can just debuff. So I guess we debuff the higher health one. Okay. So now we want to get rid of this one, right? As soon as we can. We add a retain to a strike, I guess. And then we just play the defend. We can play the strike that isn't being retained. Okay, so now, well, we can only do 9 damage at most, but that'll be enough to finish him. And then we can, okay, so do we play Spirit of Ash to get the block? And then we play Unleash, yeah. So we play this just to get the block, right? And then just, so we can do this, and then this, and then yeah, so we do manage to prevent the damage with Asti tanking the damage for us. And now we get our perma scaling from that. Okay, so we did pretty well that fight, I think. Okay, so now this will help us thin out our deck even more, but it doesn't really do much besides that. Fear, we've already got a fear, right? Second fear maybe would be okay just to, but you know, we probably need more block stuff. So we probably want to sacrifice to get a relic, right? Yeah, let's do that. What's our we got a mango. That's not what we wanted, but okay. It's 14 HP isn't bad though. It's a lot of HP, so okay. So now we're facing Chompers, and Asti is going to die, and we're going to take some damage. Do we want to play a weak potion? Yeah, let's play the weak potion. Okay, so now we could go after the lower health Chomper first. Oh, the weak potion, oh no, it only got rid of an artifact stack. That was a waste of a weak potion. Okay, so these things have artifact. We shouldn't have done that. Okay, that was dumb. So I guess we Seance. Do we get rid of a strike? So we're kind of taking a lot of damage this fight, unfortunately. So we defend. I guess we fear we can get rid of an artifact stack, but... So we are taking some chip damage since these things hit for 16. Alright, so now, okay, we do have this. We have Ethereal card. We can gain some block from the Ethereal. Alright. Nice. So, yeah. More chip damage. I mean, Asti just can't catch a break in this fight. Alright, but now we can kill this turn, right? If we can... Yeah, we do have this. Okay, so which card do we want to retain? Well, we can see what cards we draw first, or do we want to make Asti bigger and lower... Well, we can't lower the strength through the artifact. We would have to... Okay, so let's see what cards we draw first. Okay, so we can retain a card. Which card do we want to retain? The bodyguard. So we're going to play the flatten for free, and then no, we can play the bodyguard next. So maybe we retain this to defend, right? So we finish that. We blight strike this, or we just bodyguard, right? And then blight strike. Okay. Do we want to lower its strength now? Maybe we do, because it attacks twice, so yeah. Giving it lower strength is good, it's fine. Now it's only hitting us for 12. And we can even add vulnerable to it, right? We can full block. And these days, yeah, we've got the fight under control now that there's only one of them. So we stop getting chipped more. Okay, so let's... What do? I guess we want to play this. Oh, do we want to get another soul? Yeah, we get rid of a dazed, right? That's good. I guess we just make Asti bigger. Rattle. Okay. Okay, now we got the perma-scaling on the scythe, so that keeps getting bigger. Right? How big is it now? 25, so it's still not that great, but it's getting there. Do we want another snap, another flatten, or wisp? So snap lets us retain card. We probably just sacrifice this, right? We want to get our next relic. Okay. So now do we take a question mark or do we take a shot? Maybe we take the question mark, right? We enchant an attack with corrupted, deal 50% more damage but lose 2 each. Oh, okay. That could be good. Choose a card to transform. That's also good. But maybe we make the scythe deal 50% more damage? Or do we make flatten deal 50? No, the scythe, right? We make we'll lose 2 HP every time we play it, but 50% more damage on the scythe, that seems pretty good. Let's do that. So now we want to go to the camp. Do we rest or upgrade? Let's see. So after this, we're doing an elite and an advanced hallway fight, and then before the camp, and then... So resting would keep us at close to full health, but maybe this is a little overkill right now. Let's take an upgrade. So do we want to make the scythe scale faster? But no. Do we want to gain more block? Do we want to make shared fate, make the enemy lose more strength? Let's see. So yeah, maybe we do more minus strength from shared fate, just to be a little more defensive. So now we can go to the... No, let's go to the elite. Okay, so this is the advanced hallway fight, Laos Progenitor. It starts with 14 curl up. So the first time we hit it, we can't hit it anymore this turn, right? So, okay, we play our Seance to denounce our deck, get rid of a strike, I guess. Or do we get rid of Wisp? That hasn't been very good this... Okay, so maybe we do that. And then we defend, we lower its strength, and then we flatten it. Okay, so yeah, I guess we just do that. Well, Asti will die, but he was only at 1 HP to begin with. Okay, we can play our power. Bodyguard, we defile, right? The Laos Progenitor, okay, it got its strength back. So this, yeah, we can... Well, this turn, the enemy has block, right? So do we play our Fear the Scythe? Or is there anything... Do we just try to block? No, well, we're frail. We can't block very effectively. I guess we do just play Fear and then the Scythe. Yeah, and then we save the soul. Or do we play the soul and try to get into Wisp? Just to play one more card? Maybe we do. We didn't get the Wisp. Okay, maybe that didn't pay out. Okay, so now we pocket watch to draw a card, so we do get value out of the Wisps there. So now we can... Okay, so do we play this just to get the 4 block? Do we buff up Asti? Okay, so we can do that. We buff up Asti, we play the Unleash. Or maybe we just defend. No, we can defend and then Spur. And then we can play a defend or... No, maybe we do this, or do we do this? Yeah, I guess we do it that way. So Asti is still alive. Okay, so now we can play this again, right? This Seance does seem decent, right? We get our block to 10 just for the parrying shield. The Laos is hitting for 21 now. Okay, so we do have a lot of damage this turn though, through the Fear, through the snap. Okay, so let's... Then we Fear. Bodyguard, snap. Flatten, rattle. Okay, so we got through that advanced hallway. So now we can potentially sacrifice another card to get another relic, right? We could take Defy also, but Just have another ethereal card and another block card, and it also helps with weak. So this is good, but it's not upgraded, and you know we do want to get another relic, right? So maybe we just go for the relic. Okay, the relic was war paint, so it upgraded 2 of our cards. Okay, what did it do? Okay. So we got that. Okay, the infested prism. Do we want to use a potion here? Okay, so we definitely want to get the Spirit of Ash down. We can play Fear to get the block, and we get the energy back anyways, right? So let's do that. And now, do we want to... We probably want to play the Swift Potion here. Yeah. Okay, so we can Defile to gain more block. We can play the Snap and then Flatten. And okay, so we probably want to just... We'll probably be playing the Defend this turn, right? So we do that. And then we need to play the Defend. Do we play the Dex Potion too, or... We probably don't need to do that, right? Maybe we save the Dex Potion. We play the Defend. And then, well, we shared Fate. Okay, so now we just to minimize the chip. Oh, okay, so we got the Scythe, right? So this will help end the fight quickly. So let's do that. And then okay, so we want to defend. Spur, so we want to minimize the amount of chip damage we're taking. Play the upgraded defend. Do we play the spur? Or do we just try to do more damage? Maybe we play the energy potion. And then we do that. So Asti is dead again. But at least this turn we can more or less block. Yeah. Now, okay, so we do this again to get the block and to thin out our deck more. We can play the Wisp. So now we can play, yeah, a lot of cards this turn. We retain the defend. And okay, we've got through the fight. Another dexterity potion. Potion belt. Okay, we've got a lot of potion slots now. Oh, enemy loses 11 strength this turn. That seems pretty good, right? It's ethereal, so it'll be good with the Spirit of Ash too. Yeah, I think we take this. Maybe we can wait a little bit longer to sacrifice another card, right? Alright, let's do that. At the start of combat, deal 9 damage to all enemies. Well, every little bit helps. And then, okay, so now we do want to take a fight and not a question mark, so we can potentially sacrifice more cards to Pale's Wing, right? So now we have a pretty strong preference towards fights rather than question marks. Okay, mites. We're dealing with mites now, and then okay, so I guess we start getting rid of our strikes. So we got 2 toxics. It's not good. So now, okay, do we want to 13, 19? Oh boy. Okay, so this is kind of, we're taking a lot of damage this turn. We can do this, I guess, just to try to, and I guess we exhaust one of these and then do that. So we're taking a pretty big hit. Alright, so now we want to... Do we draw 3? Yeah, we can draw 3. So right now we're kind of a little bit energy starved. We're able to draw a lot of cards with Pocket Watch and then, you know, cards like that. So if we can get some more energy gain in the future, that would be good. But we are facing down a lot of damage this turn. We also want to get rid of that, right? So, guess we just defend, fear, and then blight strike. So that'll get rid of that at least. We're almost dead, but we do have the scythe, right? So that will. So yeah, let's get out of this fight as soon as we can. I guess we just do this. And hopefully we get out of the fight this turn. Then we really need the heal from the campfire. Deal 11 damage, add a soul to the draw pile. Whenever you apply Doom, gain block. Whenever you apply debuff, they take 9. So we probably sacrifice this. Okay, we really need this heal now. So now things are looking pretty dangerous, so we probably want to skip the elite. And just, yeah, even there. Hopefully we don't take too much shit from these these advanced hallway fights. Obscura. Summoning a monster. When this dies, it revives at full HP. Oh, that's no good. But we probably do need to kill it to prevent it from doing this 16 to us, right? So okay. So this will do 16, this will do 13, this will do 7, and we need 21. So I guess we just played the 16 and 7 on him. And then we retain the defend. We don't need to play to full block. And then we do that, and this. Unfortunately, this will just keep being a pain, right? But, oh, okay, do we... So I guess we... So we probably want to play the Scythe, and then just to have a... So we can't kill this, right? With 7 plus 13, unless we use our Strength Potion, which maybe we don't want to do. I guess we thin out our deck. We don't really have much in the way of damage besides this next turn. Okay. So do we? So maybe if we play the Scythe, yeah, we won't be able to. We might. Okay, so we'll have to kill it in a future turn. I guess we just prevent some chip damage. Okay, this is getting pretty dicey, isn't it? Okay, we did manage to draw a lot of cards due to the pocket watch, I guess. Okay, so we draw. So maybe we can win this turn then. So we can play the Fear. Do we have an Asti attack? So this will do 8 plus 24, that's 32, right? It's not quite enough by itself, so maybe we need to just try to... If we want to save our Strength Potion, we can't... Oh no, we have a Blight Strike. Okay, yeah, I think we're okay. Okay. Do we take another Flatten, or... Another Enfeebling Touch. So let's try to get... Well, Bone Shards is good too. It's unupgraded. Gains block, deal net damage to all enemies. So let's just get her another Relic, right? Ornamental Fan. I don't know how much that helps. With the way our deck is. Alright, Spiny Toad. It's gaining thorns. These are temporary thorns that disappear next turn, right? So we are having a bit of a blocking problem overall, I would say. Yeah. Do we want to play an attack and just take the thorns? Maybe we don't, right? Well, the thorns do go away. You just have to know that, I guess, if there's no visual indicator as far as I know. We do have the scythe. We don't have the vulnerable on the boss though, right? So... Okay, so at least we can do this. And then we can play this again. So we are gaining a lot of block this turn. So do we want to accept losing the HP? We probably do, right? We just need to play the scythe and just, you know, kind of... just to make sure we can, you know, end it soon and get out of the fight. Guess we reduce its strength more, and then block to get the 6 damage from the parrying shield. Alright, and so now we should be able to win the fight, right? Also deals 3. Oh, okay, it can draw us a card too. So this is sort of like FTL from the defect in the original Slay the Spire. It's sort of like a Necrobinder version of it. It seems to have synergy with the, you know, with the rattle. It has synergy with flatten. If the first time this card has been played this turn, draw a card. That doesn't seem bad. Although, do we just try to go all in on the Pale's Wing to just try to get more relics? Maybe we do that. But we might not even survive the boss though. Maybe we take the fetch just in case, because we seem to be in jeopardy. Yeah, I guess let's take the fetch, and then we go to the question mark. Okay, we got a membership card that costs 250, so more expensive than the original Slay the Spire. So this will be gold negative for now, but if we, you know, can do well in Act 3, then maybe it'll pay off in the long run. Whenever we draw an ethereal, draw a card, so that's more ethereal synergy. Can block, apply doom to all enemies. Wisp. Could get debilitate, snap. I mean, we are a bit short on energy. I don't know, this might be worth considering. I'm not sure. We can upgrade 2 random attacks, but we might get strikes, right? We can get strength. Okay, so maybe we take the membership card. Potion of Dooms. Yeah, maybe this will just help on the boss a little bit if we can get the boss a little low. We can remove a strike. I guess let's go with that, and hopefully, you know, we don't die and we do make it to the next act. Okay, so we're at 50 health. Hopefully that's okay. Let's see, Rocket. I probably should have checked which boss we were facing before we, you know, started this act, but so do we use Strength Potion? We are a bit afraid, right? And the Strength Potion doesn't really affect, you know. Maybe we use a Dexterity Potion too. Okay, so now let's start with this. Let's enfeebling. And then we defend, so we do get the parrying shield thanks to our Dexterity Potion, right? And then we just... Oh, do we really want to kill this one first, or does it matter? So yeah, well, maybe we could try killing the Rocket first this time, see if that makes the fight, you know, easier or harder, because we've always killed the Crusher first before, right? And maybe we could try this way, see if that, you know, that helps. Okay, so now, well, we probably want to play this before we play the fetch, you know, just to have a bit better chance of getting something good. Do this. Okay, so now we do want to block, right? But we'll still take a little bit of chip damage. Oh no, we don't take chip damage. I guess we did have enough block. Okay, so now we can play the Scythe. good idea. And then we... So we get a little bit of block from our power, right? And then we probably want to face this way so we're not taking so much damage. Okay, so now we're not taking as much chip damage at least. 49. Oh, that's not good. But we can at least face the other way, but so we don't take all that damage, right? So let's see. So let's draw cards. Then we... So we can't actually kill it this turn, can we? So I guess we just block as much as we can, and then while facing that way. So we face this way. We gain some block. We probably should have played Shared Fate before changing directions, so we could have that on the boss. Well, maybe we just do that now and just kind of... Well, we messed up a bit. So we probably... Well, if Asti attacks, do we still face that way? We probably do, right? Yeah, okay. So we're taking 33 instead. Do we use the Doom Potion? No, we will probably be able to kill it next turn. Okay, so now this one's sleeping. Okay, so it's cool. So we're not in a rush to kill it. We can focus on blocking this first. So we want to face that way. And then we just block. So, okay. So this will gain strength when we kill this one, right? So maybe we should have... were we supposed to kill these evenly, or... Okay, but we can do this. So I guess there's... If you keep their health even and kill them both like at the same time, there's less time you have to deal with the strength. But on the other hand, you kind of don't want them both to be alive because you're doing this front and back facing thing, right? And you're having to deal with both of them. So maybe this is the right way to do it. So we want to deal 18 to this, right? So we don't want to rely on the Doom to kill it. So, well, this one isn't doing any damage, right? So maybe that's fine. Okay. So maybe we do use the Doom to kill it actually, and just build up Asti. So what do we want to retain? Maybe just to defend. Okay, so we do that. Oh, okay, so we're taking Asti damage as a result of that. Okay, so now we're down to just this boss, right? So we can do our seance before... Oh. If we don't have anything in our draw pile, though, so we need to reshuffle first, right? Okay. So now we can do this to get rid of another strike. And then we Unleash Rattle. Also, we probably Bodyguard Unleash Rattle. Yeah. So it doesn't have as much strength since we did debuff its strength earlier, right? So that sort of helps mitigate the... Okay, so it's hitting for 20 now. Let's draw. So we do have our big defense. So I guess we play this. I guess we just full block. Thanks to our dexterity potion that we played earlier. Oh, it's going to buff again. So I guess we just build up Asti to be able to take up a big hit. And now we can retain the Enfeebling Touch. Oh, the enfeebling touch is ethereal. We can't retain. That was a mistake. Okay. We shouldn't have done that. So now, okay, so now can we win this turn? So, okay, Osti has a lot of HP, so we can deal a lot of damage. And then we've got a big rattle. And then we play our big defend. Okay, so it looks like we might barely survive. And we do have some Osti health for buffer, right? Okay, so okay, this can do damage based on Osti's HP, so we can... Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we did manage to beat the Act 2 boss. Do we want a second Shared Fate? Do we want an Eradicate? Do we want Time's Up? I guess we take another Shared Fate and just kind of go more into the, Shared Fate relying on Osti damage, right? That's probably better than half a relic, right? On average, hopefully. Okay, so now we want to see what our bonus is. Max HP, enchant 3 with Swift 3. So right now we don't have a lot of energy to even play all the cards we'd be drawing, right? Enchant all card rewards with Glam. So this will make our cards we get from rewards play double the first time, right? But maybe we just want to use our Pale's Wing more, and so we just take the max HP. So we can keep sacrificing cards. Okay. So now which way do we go? So maybe we just play, say, the boss is a queen, so it has a big minion, and then it debuffs us, and then it starts attacking after we kill the minion. So maybe we just take a relatively safe path with campfires that we can go to. 2 campfires, and then with an elite. Because I guess we're just trying to get a lot of card rewards, right? We don't care if it's an elite fight as much. So I guess we just, yeah. We take a path with more. Then we can hit a shop. So what's the best kind of safe looking path? So I guess we do want to hit the shop, right, to spend our gold. So we go here, and then do a late shop, I guess, or maybe we can also consider hitting the early shop. But okay, let's do that. Okay, Scroll of Biting. So against Scroll of Biting, it looks like the Festive Pauper is pretty good. We can Shared Fate this one, right? So let's just thin out our deck. We play the Strike before we do the Shared Fate, right? Oh, this is not good. Maybe we play the Block Potion. And then, do we apply Doom to this one, or is that... I guess we can do that. Maybe we'll be restocking the potions at the shop or something at this rate. Okay, so now we have a flatten. So we can add Retain to defend. So now I guess, do we want to stall until we get our Scythe to be able to scale it up more? Like maybe we don't finish the fight this turn, and then we try to hope we can get the Scythe and win win the fight with the scythe, I guess. We got it. Okay, good. 11 damage. Solo summon 4. Okay, so this will summon Asti with 4. Oh, so it's basically... Okay, add X souls. Doom Grotesque. So, okay, let's just keep sacrificing cards to try to get more... relics. Okay, Devoted Sculptor. So it's not always the first fight in Act 3, so that was probably just RNG from our previous runs when that seemed to be happening a lot. I wish we had the Vulnerable, but we don't. We can play the Defend just to get the Parrying Shield damage. So now we just try to win the fight while saving HP. So how do we do 48 damage? Okay, so we can play that at least. Rattle. So if we... So we can do 21, 34, so we can't kill it this turn. Maybe we do this. And then we probably want to do this. And just try to block, I guess. Okay, so now we can fetch Flatten. I mean, we could have played Fear first, but I think we're winning this turn anyways, right? I mean, yeah. Probably could have optimized, yeah, the order better, but, you know, the enemy was already low, so... Okay, all enemies lose 7 strength this turn. Do we want another Fear? Do we want Snap? Or do we just want to get the Relic now? I guess we get the Relic. Or do we take the Fear? I think the Relic. Okay, gain 4 plating at the start of each combat. Okay, Owl Magistrate. So we could play Fear before we play the Shared Fate, and then we play Enfeebling Touch. Feared, Shared Fate, Enfeebling Touch, and then Defend, Rattle. So here we can, okay, we can play all the cards because we got the Wisp. Yeah, I guess we do that. And then so, does the Retain... Okay, so it keeps the Retain even after you play it, so it is relevant to which card you select for the Retain, even when you're going to play the card that turn. So I guess we thin out our deck. Maybe, do we play more defensively, or do we play the Flatten? Maybe we just play defensively. And then it'll... Okay, so it's flying this turn. Its fly only lasts 1 turn if I remember right. Hopefully I remember right. But it's taking half damage. Okay, so now do we just triple block and play defensively? This would give us block if we played it, but I mean, we get more block just play. Oh, we can. Do we do this, or this is 3, this is 4 block because. Okay, and this will retain anyways. Okay, so the Soar wore off, so now it's not hitting for as much. We could heal Asti, we could Enfeeble. And then we Unleash. That Enfeebling Touch is doing quite a bit of work. Okay, so we fetch. Okay, now its Strength Deep is doing a multi-attack, so all the strength, the double Shared Fate is doing pretty well. I guess we just get rid of a defend. Bodyguard, rattle. And we do want to play the scythe before the fight ends, right? So why don't we do that? Yeah, perfect. Power potion. Okay, an upgraded spur. That might be good, right? But we're having trouble keeping Asti alive, so, you know, maybe this will just clog up her deck. Yeah, maybe we just go for our next relic. So I guess we just take another fight and try to, you know, finish off our relic. Oh, now there's 4 scrolls. So it's a good thing we have the festive popper. So do we enfeebling touch? We can do that. And this. Okay, so I guess we want to play it this way. And then we play the strike before we play the shared fate. So let's try to kill this one as fast as we can. We are losing some max hit points. So Asti will soak a couple, but then we will. We could play the shackling potion to prevent this hit, or is this not serious enough to use the shackling potion? I guess we just use it. Maybe we should have saved it for this turn. Yeah, we probably should have saved it. We can flatten. Block. This is going to hurt a bit. Do we triple our block? This isn't a very valuable potion, right? So we did manage to get through that. Okay. So now hopefully we get some damage this turn. Okay, we can shackle, shared fate. Okay, we do have this, so that ethereal exhaust. Okay, so let's draw cards. Yikes, so this is kind of annoying. So maybe we shared fate this one. Then we unleash rattle to kill one. Gain this much block. Maybe we should have. Do we play the Spirit of Ash or no? We just want to kill these, right? So rattle will do 14 this turn. Unleash is 12. So maybe we just kill this one. Oh, we could have played Bodyguard and had Unleash do more damage. Maybe that would have been better. Maybe I shouldn't have tunnel vision, but okay, so we can gain some block to... We did lose a little bit of max HP. So the Scythe will get this one down, right? We fetch, and we can get the parrying shield block. So now, okay, so we just defend, I guess. And we can play Blight Strike or Rattle. Doesn't really matter. I think we have the fight under control now. So we had to use potions, but we didn't lose too much of our max HP, so... Reflex Potion. Countdown. At the start of your turn, apply Doom to a random enemy. So that'll be kind of 9 per turn, 9 effective damage per turn. Could also double as an artifact strip. So that's not that bad, right? It doesn't help us stay alive like the enfeebling touch, but Or do we just go get our next relic? I mean, do we need more damage? So maybe we take the countdown, or do we just get the relic now? I guess we can take the countdown. That might be helpful. So our HP is high enough that we can upgrade a card, right? So maybe we... What do we upgrade? Upgrade the Share Fate, I guess. Okay, do we trade our Amethyst Aubergine for a Tuning Fork? Do we trade the Parrying Shield for a Nunchuck? Do we trade the Festive Popper for Ripple Basin? Maybe we just get the Tuning Fork? Yeah, okay. Every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Okay, that's not helping us much probably, but... We've got a shop. First time we exhaust a skill, add a copy of it to our hand. Okay, so what can we do with that? So we could get a free Shared Fate, we could get a free... Oh, no, that's a skill. Okay, yeah, a free Shared Fate. That's not that bad, I guess. First hand draw return upgraded. Well, we've got enough upgraded cards in our hand. I don't know how much that helps. Gain a strength and dex at the start of the 3rd turn. Deal net damage, 2 additional damage for each soul in the exhaust pile. So that's based on the number of times we play the Seance, I guess. Deal 5 damage for each ethereal card played this combat. That probably scales up a bit too slow. Gain strength and dexterity. Summon 4, gain 7 block. Probably costs too much. So we probably want to remove a strike, right? And then maybe we take the burning sticks. We probably want to fill up our potion belt. Liquid memories, explosive ampule, weak potion. So let's take the liquid memories. I guess the weak potion. Oh, draw 3. We don't have much energy to play cards, so when a weak card for 2 or more, gain block. Don't have much of that. Okay, let's just go with this. And then we can go to a campfire and then take 3 more fights, including the elite. And then hopefully we don't take too much damage from those fights, right? After we upgrade here. So what do we upgrade? Do we upgrade this? None of these upgrades are particularly strong, right? We could upgrade the Wisp to retain it, I guess, since we've been... I guess we've been kind of not using it effectively, right? Sometimes, so let's do that. It's a Assigned Berserker. 10 status cards. I don't even remember which status cards those were. Do we use this just to not lose it to the ethereal? Maybe we do. Okay, we get slimed cards. Taking 16. It would have been nice to have one of the Shared Fates, but we didn't get it. But we can block, it's okay. And we can play the Scythe later, right? So we'll just block for now. Okay, so now this turn we can do more of the Shared Fate. Let's get set up. So we can... Do we play the Fear? I guess we could play the Fear. And then we can Shared Fate, double Shared Fate. Yeah. Doom is slowly inching up. Okay, so the minus strength it's getting doesn't help much this turn when it's doing a single attack, but... Okay, we can Seance, get rid of one of the slimes, right? Okay, so we can make it lose more strength, though. Let's see. Let's see what card we get here. Oh, okay, this helps. Feebling Touch, make it lose more strength. Slime can draw a card, rattle. Okay, that was good. Okay, now it's doing this again. So is it just the same 3 attacks in that order over and over again, or is it random? This better be something to pay attention to, maybe. So we do here. We can get rid of the slime and hope for something better. Yeah. Does it do the multi? Yeah, so it does do the... Maybe it's the same over and over again. So just the debuffs and then multi-attack and single attack. But we've debuffed its strength so much that the multi-attack... Oh no, so it before the single attack it increases its strength and applies a debuff to us. Okay, maybe we get our strike. Or we get our scythe, yeah. Upgrade. There we go. Another countdown. That might be good on the boss, right? Oh, whenever we apply Doom, gain a block, so that'll be good with the countdown we already have. So I guess we can, it's just like a metallicize for gaining block per turn. That makes it sound less good though, right? Because we're only gaining that much block per turn. Yeah. So it's like a metallicize if we think of it like that. Maybe we just take a relic. I guess we just take the relic. What do we get? At the start of each combat, 3 souls and draw a pile. Okay. Oh, this is the Mecha Knight. It tends to hit pretty hard, I think. Okay, so we don't have much in the way of defense, right? And we can... I guess we can play this now because we're not going to get vulnerable through 3 artifact stacks, right? So I guess we just do this. And then just debuff the strength. Well, we can't debuff the strength through the vulnerable, I mean through the artifact stack. So that's a little bit of the bad part about Shared Fate. Maybe not so good against Mecha Knight. So we are going to take some damage. And hopefully, you know, it's not so much damage that we can... Oh, Mecha Knight is an elite, not an advanced hallway, so that kind of makes sense. We're gonna get 4 debuff. Oh, these puts burns directly in our hand, which is kind of annoying. But we are finally getting... Maybe we just get rid of the last artifact stack. Do we just set up Asti? Or do we do more damage? I mean, we're not setting up Asti much if we do it that way, so maybe just do this. 4 burns. Okay, so that's not good. Countdown. Guess we can block the burns. Oh, we got blocked from Tuning Fork that turn. Okay, let's get rid of one. Oh no, we can't get rid of one of the burns. Okay, so I guess we just... Spirited Ash and Feebling Touch. Seance. What do we do with the Seance? I mean, we need to play this just to get the block, right? So... even if we don't have great options. Guess we just do that. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but... We will eventually kill it from the Doom, right? So... Do we play our weak potion? Yeah, we probably want to do that. Okay, so just to minimize the chip damage we're taking. Ouch. The Doom is slowly ticking up very slowly, but okay, so it would have been nice to have that card we turned into yeah, the Asti attack. Oh boy. We can retain and defend. Oh, these burns are starting to really stack up. We don't want to lose the Enfeebling Touch, right? So we probably do want to play it just to avoid losing it. Now it's attacking for 42. So, okay, so let's. Oh, we can't get rid of one of the birds. So can we play this even though we don't have anything in our draw pile? And then will this reshuffle our deck? Maybe we should check. It doesn't. Okay, so we just use it as 4 block and as Tuning Fork charge. Okay, so I guess we just block as much as we can while the Doom slowly builds up. Ouch. So we did take more chip damage. Bodyguard. And then Blight Strike. Oh, these burns are really stacking up and clogging up our deck now. Okay, so we do want to get some damage down, right? Ouch. Do we need... maybe we still need to block. What are we doing in terms... Oh, man. So I guess we just get what damage we can. Oh, this is not good. Not good. Do we Liquid Memories the Enfeebling Touch just to save some health? So it looks like we're a bit short on scaling for this fight. I mean, so we're probably going to have a problem with the boss too. And maybe getting rid of the Asti attack that did a little damage. That was probably damage we needed. That was probably a mistake. We can retain defense. I mean, we've got a little bit of damage from Parrying Shield, but... Okay, we'll get rid of another burn. I mean, now we're having just to block burns. We're... 6. Okay, so let's gain 8 block to Blight Strike. So we've almost got enough Doom on it to... But now we're getting hit for a huge hit, right? Yeah. This is very bad. We're going to lose a lot of hit points. We're almost dead now after that Mecha Knight, so okay. This is very bad. We're probably going to lose the run now. Okay, so now we need some way of scaling up, but don't seem to have it. So let's see if we can, maybe we get a relic. Hopefully that helps, if we can even survive this fight to begin with. Okay, we can Shared Fate to debuff this axe bot while we deal with the front one. Do that. And then we can, I guess we might as well debuff this one too. Maybe we can get a useful power for the boss fight. Oh, maybe we should have debuffed this one more. I guess, do we scale up the scythe? Even lose what little HP we have left? So we will be healing a lot because our max HP is so high, but that might not be enough to beat the boss, right? Let's do this. We can scale up Osti's hit points. So I mean, our strength down is kind of pretty good on this fight, right? So if we full block we do 6 damage, that'll be enough. So let's just focus on blocking. I guess we can start on the back robot. Okay, so that when the axe bot replaces itself, the strength debuff goes away. That is good to know. I was pretty sure that would happen, but it's good to know for sure. So Rattle retains, I guess. So maybe we should be using the retaining aspects of Rattle more often. Okay, Radiant Tincture. Deal 7 for every Ethereal played this combat. Enfeebling Touch. Maybe we take another Enfeebling Touch instead of a Relic, just, you know, just to see if we can just slowly stall out the boss that way. We definitely need to heal here. Okay, boss. The Queen will apply Affliction, so she'll bind our cards together so we can only... There are 3 cards that we can only play 1 of in a turn, right? So let's pop our potions. Okay, so this looks pretty good. We don't want to apply Doom to ourselves. This is also maybe good, but let's take this then. So this will help our damage issues. Yeah. Yeah, and that's ethereal too, so that'll help our block too by, you know, helping us block. So for now, let's just block as much as we can. And then, okay, we can... do we play it? Yeah, we do want to play this just for the Shuriken strength, maybe? And the ornamental fan block. Okay, so let's... Okay. Do we debuff the Queen? Does the Queen remove our debuffs after, you know? So, okay, what is bound together? Flatten, Bodyguard, and Soul. We probably need the card draw, right, in this situation. Okay, so at least we can block. And do we just play the Scythe on the Torch Head? So Asti will go down and we'll lose a little bit of HP, but maybe that's okay. Do we play Shared Fate on the... Maybe we do. Just to see if, you know... Test out if she regains that strength when we kill the Torch Head. Oh, this is the one that maybe we should have debuffed though, because if it's doing this. So we probably do need to play the Enfeebling Touch to avoid losing it, right? And then, you know, to not take this hit. And then we could get rid of a strike. Unfortunately, the countdown, we can't play this turn. Then, I guess, do we rattle? I guess. Maybe we should have used the Flex Potion just to get this Torch Head down. Alright, so we do want to get this power down, right? This 22 attack is not good. So we can draw 2 cards, hopefully we get something playable. Yes, we get this. Okay, so now we are at least kind of stable, right? For this turn. So maybe in case the Queen removes the debuff, maybe we want to hold off on this. So I think we need to save our Enfeebling Touch. We don't, even when they get bound, so we don't lose them, right? We're fine with losing the Defile since, you know, that's kind of not good anymore in our deck. Okay. Eventually, we do want to be able to kill this Torch Head. Okay, good. We do manage to avoid that big, huge hit. I guess we can try to get the parrying shield damage, although it won't go through the block anyways. Okay, so now the Queen is... Okay, so she's a multi-attack, kind of, at least for this turn. Okay, so do we want to get rid of something in our deck? I guess we just start getting rid of defense just so we can focus on Enfeebling Touch and Asti. But we kind of don't want our cards to get bound together, right? So maybe that's not good. Maybe it's not good to have too few cards, you know, with Seance. Okay, so we play this. We probably... Maybe we just get rid of the defend then, or we play the... Okay, so we play the Soul. Okay, so now we can debuff the Queen. So it looks like she doesn't remove her strength, so we probably should have just... I mean, remove the strength down we put on her, so we probably should have just done that to begin with, right? Instead of waiting until the... Well, so maybe that's not really a phase change, she just starts attacking us when the minion dies. We do need to be careful about drawing too many cards. I mean, making sure we have enough energy to play our Enfeebling Touch when we draw them, so we don't lose them, right? So I guess now is a good time to do this. Would have been nice to have Thorns, right? Okay, so now we do need to, yeah, once again save our Enfeebling Touch. The Sweeping Gazes are kind of consistent damage. Okay, so she'll buff. Okay, so what's bound together? Okay, so maybe we play Snap. And then we retain the Seance. Well, this doesn't get us to 10 block, right? Okay, so she's regaining her strength, but we've debuffed her strength so much, it'll take her a long time, you know, for her to be able to seriously threaten us, right? So for now, we just stall her out, right? And then while we scale Asti and slowly do damage with those. So we retain this, I guess, and then we start adding retain to what few remaining cards are in our deck. So we have another Bound Enfeebling Touch. So, I mean, if she scales this slowly, I think we might be okay, and we managed to, you know, to survive that Mecha Knight, and actually the boss was actually easier than the Mecha Knight. So we just scale. Okay, so now she's removing the last of the strength down that we did to her, but we still have repeatable strength down from our enfeebling touches. And we are slowly building up the Doom on her with that. You know, that Doom power hasn't really helped us that much. It's just a little bit of damage. But this deck is so short on damage, that little bit of damage maybe was good, right? So maybe we needed to, earlier in the run, think of a better way to scale damage. So, okay, what do we start adding retain to? I guess we can retain the flattens. And just keep playing this, and I guess, do we play this just to get the 6 damage, or do no, we could just do this, right? Yeah. So we're almost there. We managed to survive the Mecha Knight, and then kind of have a very slow victory against the boss, but you know, that's good. Oh, we're going to lose one of the enfeebling touches now, right? But that's okay, like, we only need one. So now we can just do this, we scaled it. Oh yes, we won, right? Oh, that was pretty close. So yeah, the Mecha Knight, we need to watch out for him in the future, right? But we did manage to barely scrape through. Oh, so our unlocks are separate from epochs then. Okay, so we unlock more Necrobinder cards. So ethereal synergies. Alright, so we barely managed to get through the Mecha Knight, and then the boss actually wasn't that bad, right? Because I guess the strength down is pretty good on that fight, so that's good to know. Strength down is good against the Queen, and then yeah, next time let's do the defect. So yeah, until next time.